Today I want to make ribs. My grill is currently covered in snow. I don't have a smoker, but I do have an oven, which is preheating to 350 Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna make some oven ribs. For the goods, I've got about 2.5 pounds of St. Louis style ribs, which are my favorite. They're a bit meatier, which is never a bad thing. It's gonna take 2.5 hours, and they will be fall off the bone and perfection. That's what we like. So I'm just gonna start prepping these, rub them down, get them in the oven. Let's get started. Take these babies out and make sure they are good and dry. For the membrane, which is my most hated part of prepping ribs, there's this little silver skin membrane all along the back here, which I always have trouble pulling up, but we're gonna see how well we can do this. I usually try to get underneath here somehow. Smaller knife. And just lift it from the meat. What I find works a little easier, because it's very difficult to grip, I'll try to get it with a paper towel, and then you just rip it. It always comes off in little pieces, but you want to make sure you get it all off, because you don't want to be eating this thing. You won't be able to chew through it. Okay, I think I got it all. So now we're dealing with some prepped ribs. We've got the ribs ready. Now I gotta get the rub. For this rub, I never measure, so you don't need to. Just as long as you have enough and it's got a good balance of the flavors that you like, just throw whatever you want in here. I'm going for some garlic powder, onion powder, little celery seed, some lemon pepper. I'm annoyed at myself because I didn't get any mustard powder, but I'll throw in what I have left. A little bit of cayenne, some black pepper, lots of black pepper, and some kosher salt. And give it a little swirl, and that's my rub. Now to slap it all together. Got a big old piece of tinfoil here. Pop this like that. And I'm going to, oh, I need mustard. You can throw the rub on dry if you want to, but I like to put a little bit of a thinner layer of mustard just so it can give a tiny bit more flavor. It won't taste like mustard. It'll just kind of give it an extra little background thing going on. And that way the rub will really stick to the meat. I like Dijon. Give a nice little mustard massage. I'm gonna throw some of this rub on here. Make sure you do both sides. You know, you don't actually want to rub it into the meat. You just want to pat it in there. Turn this baby over. And just rub down the top. These ribs right here are going to be the good ones. Look how meaty that is. Ooh, I can't wait. Throw the rest of this rub on here. She's rubbed and ready, and that's it. I'm not putting any barbecue sauce on this right now at this moment, but I will later on when we are ready to finish it off. But for now, I'm just going to tightly wrap it in this tinfoil. Meat side up. Transfer it to a big baking sheet that I have lined with tinfoil also, because this thing creates a lot of juice and you don't want that all over your oven or your pans. Who wants to do extra cleanup? Just gonna pop it in there. These are going into my preheated oven for, I think it's like about an hour a pound. So I'm gonna do 2.5 hours for here, and then we will finish it off with the barbecue sauce and we'll be golden. I'm pretty annoyed with myself. I was supposed to put brown sugar in that rub, but I didn't. So I think I will just put it in with the barbecue sauce that I'm gonna slather all over it, which I'm gonna do now because there's only a few minutes left until I can take these babies out. It's okay because it'll now just like caramelize a little more. It's gonna be good, but I just got too excited, I think, and it happens. So making my barbecue sauce kind of mixture that I'm gonna put on there, I just have some brown sugar. I made a mistake, another one, and I bought dark brown sugar and I really don't like it. So just put some brown sugar in there. And for barbecue sauce, I am using my Sweet Baby Ray's. Of course, you can make your own barbecue sauce. I often do, but I just did not feel like it today. And I'm just going to give this a little mix around. Try to get all the lumps out you can. Again, I'm really not measuring this because like, you don't need to, just get a bunch in there. And if I need more, I'll just make more. And that's all there is to it. Got my barbecue sauce. Here are these sizzling away. It's been 2.5 hours. These should be good to go, but I'm gonna carefully open things up and assess the situation. Oh, yes. Those bones look like they're about to just be plucked right out. Sometimes if I'm feeling like it, I'll just take out the bones that I can. They'll usually just slide right out. And now I am getting ready to do my slathering. I changed the oven to like a low broil. I don't want it too high because I don't want this burning. Get it all over. I want this to get good and sticky. I'm gonna put this in there. I still have a little bit left, a minute or so, just until it gets nice and bubbly and sticky. I'm gonna take it out, re-baste this thing, and pop it back in for its final toasting. Oh, these are gonna be insane. Nice and sloppy. That's what we like. Back in they go. Look at these things. Don't you just want to dig into these? Oh, bones just fall out. I'm gonna see if I can section some of these out and give it a little taste. The ultimate destination for these ribs will be a sandwich, but I gotta try one fresh. I mean, I'm not a monster. Carefully transfer. Oh, falling right apart. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. I'm not gonna eat a rib on camera because like, I'm a lady. I tore off just an end, but like, oh, it's just fall off the bone so easily, just pulled right apart. That is so good. Get a little bit of a kick from that cayenne. Ooh, that sugar is the correct answer. That sweetness really did something to it. I would try to eat one of these off the rib, but I just like, I can't. I just tried to pick it up and they're so glossy, and inside it's just perfectly just shreddy. They're so easy. Easy cleanup with that tinfoil. Definitely do that because rubbing that stuff off of pans, no fun. You gotta make some. Look at how delicious. Enjoy.